Welcome back to the channel, everybody. We have made it to the summer of year 8. Looking out across the land, our wheat isn't quite ready, but this morning while I was doing the chores, I noticed that the neighbor's field over here is ready. So we're going to see if maybe we can pick that up on a contract, make us a little extra money. We sold off the Challenger. We're up to $386,000. We need $380 to buy the next tractor we're going to buy. But I don't want to leave myself with just $6,000 in the bank. So you can see the neighbor's field is empty. Oh, and the other thing we did is the Quonset hut is gone, and we have a new cold storage shed over here. A little bit bigger, and it's a pull-through. So you'll notice that the combine and the planter are both in here. But let's jump in real quick. Let me look. What I am looking for is a contract for field 2. So let's see if by chance the neighbor has a contract out. I do not see one. There is one though for field 17, and it has rye. It's $23,000. We really don't have anything else to do this month, so I'm thinking about picking up this contract just to give me something to do. So we got to go right over here to field 17 and harvest some rye. I think we're going to go ahead and do that. There's not, like I said, there's not a whole lot else going out on the farm. You can look here. You can see we got the alfalfa growing over here, our wheat, got the big cornfield, and some sugar beets over here. If I go to our growth, yeah, nothing's, there's a couple fields here, 1, 33, 20, 17. So this is the rye field that we're looking at getting. So I think we're going to go ahead and take that contract. That's the only harvest contract that's on here right now. But it'll allow us to make a little extra money. Now, if I had a baler, $40,000. Oh, you have to mow it, dry it, ted it, and then bale it. I don't know if that's worth $46,000. Now, what's fertilizing over here? Liquid, solid, slurry, or manure. Field 24. You know, I have plenty of fertilizer in stock to be able to do that. Which one is field 24? 24. Ooh, that's this big one over here. I think we'll pass on that for now. So we're going to go up here. We're going to take this contract. We're going to go up here and harvest some rye on field 17 for $23,000. That should give us enough money to hopefully at least get a corn header. But eventually we're going to need to get our second tractor as well. We really don't need that until the wheat is out of the ground. Because once the wheat is out of the ground is when I'm going to need the second tractor, because I have the Fendt 900. It's got 400 horsepower, but I would like something just a little bit bigger to pull the field cultivator through that before we put more wheat back down. But we're going to head on over here to field 17, and if I actually bring up my map a little bit bigger, you can see there it's flashing for us right there, letting us know where we need to go. So we're going to travel over there real quick, and we are going to take this contract and see how much money we can make. There you can see neither one of our wheat fields are ready. And we've got the first cutting of alfalfa off in May. So that's looking well. Just got to get some money to buy one more tractor, and then we will outright own everything. I think the only thing left that I'm still leasing is the forage harvester. Yep, the forage harvester is the only thing still being leased, so maybe we can get to the point to where we own everything and we don't have any more lease payments. We're getting closer to that, so we're almost there. I'm gonna go over here, get this knocked out, and Oh, the only other thing I was looking at is possibly after I planted all the sugar beets, I realized, you know what? Let me hit the brakes so I don't crash here while I'm doing this. I was looking at our sugar mill, and we're completely full of storage, and there's still 217,000 pieces of sugar beet left. We don't need any more sugar beets, so we'll harvest what we planted, maybe, yeah. But because I have that 36,000 liters of sugar, that price is going up, so I should be able to get around $34,000 or $35,000 for that sugar here toward the end of the month. So between this contract and that sugar, that should give us another $50,000, and then we'll have a little bit of a cushion to be able to go in and buy our next tractor and set us up for the fall harvest and fall tillage and all that stuff. So things are moving along well. I'm just going to go ahead and let you guys enjoy the drive. I did honestly look at buying the biogas plant here, because with the biogas plant, the slurry that's still left over after I only use about one semi-trailer load a year to do the oh, there's another alfalfa. I could buy that little field there and do some more alfalfa. But all the slurry that I don't use for fertilizer, I've been bringing over there and selling it. I could buy that biogas plant and turn that into methane and sell the methane, but it's $300,000 to buy the biogas plant, so probably just gonna pass on that one. There's a small pig farm right here that just sitting out here. Cemetery over here on the back side of the map. And there's our field up there. Now, there's contract on the little one across the road, but oh, sorry. Let me get back to my side of the road here. Let me not run you over. There's no contract on that one. We've got some canola over here, it looks like. Oh, hit the guardrail a little bit. Yeah, looks like the collision point on this combine. I think the collision point is set as if this thing has duals on it. I think that's what's going on. So let me back up here. Now, can I get around you guys far enough to get through here? No. I think that's what it is. I think the game thinks I have duals on. Let me get out of your guys' way. Let all of you guys get through here, because I'm going to need to go straight down the middle of the road to make this work. I have a feeling. Now let's see if we can get through here. There you go. Yep, I think that's what it is. I think the collision point is set as if this thing has duals on it, and that's why we couldn't get through there. Alright, there's our rye field. This one, if you remember way back when we first started this series, this is the field that I attempted to do the contract with my tiny 6-row header. I tried to do a contract on this field for sunflowers, and it took absolutely forever. It should go a little bit quicker with this thing, but we'll see. Get hooked up here, knock out this contract, sell some sugar, and I will... guess I didn't get lined up. Nope, did not get lined up. Usually when I'm doing this part, this is where I like to get inside the combine. There you can see, yeah, it's this model was converted over from FS19. There's some stuff that looks good, but you can tell that there's some modeling on the interior that wasn't done. There we go. Now, let's get that header folded up. Now the other moment of truth is sometimes on these things the GPS will work, and other times it won't. A lot of times you have to have the header that comes with the combine, I've noticed, to actually get the GPS to work. I don't think I need GPS to do this field, but we're going to try it. Yep, see, no GPS. Alright, well, we're going to get this rye field knocked out, and then we will catch back up to everybody in July when it's hopefully time to start getting our own crop out of the ground. So we almost got the contract completed. I'm starting to find out that I'm not truly 100% a fan of this combine. You can see my large pile of straw there. So randomly at different spots throughout this field, it has just decided to stop dropping a straw swath. I don't know why that is, but I think at our next opportunity, we're going to look for a tractor first. But I think at our next opportunity, we're going to switch out the combines. I took a risk. I knew this was a converted mod and not necessarily a direct FS22 mod. There is a well-known modder out there that is working on an updated version of this combine for FS22, so I guess I'll just wait until that comes out. But the semi is full, and I was trying to get the rest of this in the combine so that I could do this on one more trip. It doesn't look like that's going to happen, so I'm going to have to go run the truck over and do a delivery quick and come back with the harvest contract is almost done. I'm going to see if another one pops up. There's a couple other fields that we saw earlier that were ready for harvest, so let me see if another one pops up at all. No, doesn't look like there's any other harvesting. Oh, there we go. Field 16. $1,600 of rye. Field 20. Are those both right here next to where we're at? They are. There are these two fields right here. I don't think so. Anyway, so we're going to finish this contract up and then I'll catch you guys back up later. Alright, so the contract is complete and we actually took advantage of the game. Before I collected my $23,000 on that contract, I went and picked up all of the straw and actually made $72,000 off the straw. So here we are. We're going to get us a Fendt Black Beauty. We're going to get a 1050. Maybe not. 1046. Yeah, let's go with a 1050. So we're going to get a 1050. We're going to do all duals with weights. We are going to do a Generation 3. We're going to put beacons on it. We are going to put front fenders on it. I don't know what this spinner ball is, so we're going to skip that. We're going to put a cooler on the inside so we have a little bit of a refrigerator. Let's see what we got back here. Attachers, we can go category 3, category 4. We'll do category 4. Let's put the Iceria Pro on there. And let's put a GPS on there. $377,000. Don't put license plates on tractors either. So there we go. $377,000. We now have our second tractor. So I will see you next month when it's time to get our own crop harvested. Alright, we've made it to July and the wheat is coming out. Looks like our yield monitor is... looks like it's going to settle somewhere between 225 and 230 bushel per acre right now, but it's still going, so we'll see where we end up. But we ended up we did buy our tractor, but after we bought the tractor we did go back and sell off some sugar and a little bit of wool, so we're back up to $132,000. Life is great here on the farm. We did price out some other combines. I think we're going to go away from the Gleaner. I had the same issue with the collision and the traffic coming back from the field. I actually got stuck in the middle of the road in between those two guardrails and had to turn traffic off in order to get through there. So I think just between a combination of the skips and the straw and the wide collision on the front of the combine, it was nice using this cleaner mod, but it's not perfect. Not all mods are. A lot of these conversions are done by people that aren't exactly the most experienced modders, so they don't catch all the little things and then they release it. It is what it is. I don't remember who I got this from. It was a third-party site, so we were actually pricing Fent 7Ts and 8Ts. Might end up dropping down to something like that. We have yet to see. That's kind of where we're at. The new Vario is still sitting down at the dealership. We actually haven't gone into town to pick that up yet. But we will shortly. Another thing that we're going to look at doing here is I'm going to start just using the train silo in town as my storage. It's centrally located amongst everything else. So with that, I know you guys have heard me say it before. You've heard me say it a lot. I try to play this game as realistic as possible, but every once in a while I cut some corners to make it easier. That trailer that's sitting over there behind my forage harvester right now is actually an unlimited capacity trailer. And I've done that so that I can get all of the straw and all of the alfalfa done in one pass every time that I do it. I was thinking about going ahead and using that. I was thinking about just now about going and sticking one of the Varios on that and using that just to get all of the wheat in one load, and then I can just leave the grain hopper in town for when I need to move stuff around. But I think we're just gonna run back into the farm right now and get the hopper. We'll keep it as realistic as possible, I guess, for now. But I thought about unhooking from the forage harvester that trailer so that I could put all the wheat into one load and just make one trip to town. But I think I just talked myself out of that. But one of the things we are going to do though is we're going to sell our grain silos. We're not going to sell our hay and straw silos now. We're going to sell these grain silos over here because we're really not using them that much because we're taking everything straight to town. And even by putting it in the storage facility I'm going to put it in, if I need to get some wheat and bring it back for the chickens, I'll have that ability. So I'm going to, as we stop here and grab the semi, see if I can walk up next to this and get the animation. See, right now we have 68 bushels of wheat, 100 bushel of sorghum, and 600 bushel of rye in there. So we're not really using excuse me, that one snuck up on me. But we're not really using this that much, and so it'll open us up to get into that cold storage shed and get to those. The greenhouse is a little bit better, so I think once the wheat harvest is done, I'm gonna go ahead and send it. And by storing all that stuff in the train silo, if the train ends up having the highest price, it's already there. And if the train ends up not having the highest price, well then the other sell points are literally 100 meters away, and I just have to load the trailer, pull it around the corner, unload it until it's done. So I think that's what we're gonna do. But I'll keep the grain hopper for now. For that, we're gonna get this wheat and this straw out, though. I think I might let you. You know what? Let's do a time lapse. Let's give you guys a time lapse. Getting the wheat off of this field, maybe get some of the straw off of this field. Sorry about the herky jerky. I need to change the sensitivity of my mouse. But yeah, we'll give you guys a little bit of a time lapse here of this field. and then we'll jump ahead to putting down the lime and getting this field tilled up and ready to get the next round of wheat back into the ground. the wheat and straw out. We got everything delivered. You can see the silos are gone. We also ended up selling off the combine and the header because, like I said, I'm going to go with a different combine. Wasn't impressed by that gleaner. Not the performance, just the quality of the mod. So we're up to 466. You can see the money's going down. That's because we have Elliot over there putting some lime down, and I have the game set to just buy the lime as we go. So it's kind of reminiscent of having the local or not reminiscent, but it makes it seem like you got the local co-op coming out and putting the lime down for you. So we're gonna jump in the new Vario 1000. We're gonna get the land all, and we're gonna go start working on some tillage. We're gonna run the VT with the mulcher over the wheat stubble so that we can turn around and get the next crop of wheat back in the ground next month. And then hopefully next month we can also get the second cutting of alfalfa done, and with the extra hay that we'll have from that getting sold off, we should have enough money to buy the... Oh, as I crash. I was grabbing the mouse to switch my camera angle because I could see that coming and I just didn't stop in time. But we should end up with enough money to get our Fent. I think we're going to go with an 8T. But we should have enough money to get all of that next month. So we're going to get this into the field here. Go ahead and set up my GPS angle while I am thinking about it. Let's drop this down so we can do a couple of laps around the outside first. Let's get some tillage done. Get this lime mixed in, also use the VT that also serves as a mulcher to mix some of the stubble in the ground. The way this game works, mulching is a way, it basically turns your stubble into the ground and uses it as a source of fertilizer, so it gives you some extra yield bonus for that. I haven't gone and looked because we mulched, we fertilized, or we mulched, we limed, we cultivated, we rolled, and we put nitrogen down on the corn over there. You know what, since I'm right here, let me just get out and go see what it's saying our expected yield percentage is, to see how much of a difference that means. You saw right there it said the pH was bad, but we'll put some nitrogen down, some pre-emerge down when we put the new crop down. And somehow, I guess I didn't get the planter lifted in time. I got a couple corn plants growing here across the road. So let's just run into this cornfield real quick. And let's see. Yeah, look at that down there. pH is perfect. Nitrogen is perfect. Expected yield potential is 125%. So just imagine 125% expected yield on 96 acres. We're going to have plenty of money after we're done with the fall harvest with the dry corn this year. Probably to purchase the last 2 cornfields that we want to purchase. And maybe even buy our forage harvester outright. So we'll see how that goes. I'm just gonna do some tillage here. I might go ahead and give you guys one quick another quick short time lapse of doing this tillage here to finish out this video, and then we will catch back up to you when it's time to get the corn out. So while I have a chance, I'm going to go ahead and put in my shameless plug saying, hey, if you like the content, give me a like on the video, subscribe to the channel. And after you subscribe, hit that notification bell and you will get notifications every time I post a video, which by now you should have figured out. Usually my main videos are hitting on Wednesday mornings, but I am starting to do some additional content. I'm starting to do some tutorials, some map reviews, and some other little stuff. So I will have some content that's going to start hitting on Saturdays too. But like I said, hit those 3 magic buttons. Thank you for watching, and I'm going to finish out this video with a little time lapse of some tillage action.